Stop me if you've heard this before, but a guy walks into a bar. No, seriously, I'm not done yet. This is a totally different type of guy meets a girl in a bar story. This isn't the whole guy meets the girl, buys her a couple of drinks, they dance, do a little bit of talking, and instant love. No. This is so much more complicated. Sarah and her friend Chelsea started going to a local cowboy dance hall in California. When they first told me this, I didn't realize that they had cowboys in California, but apparently they do. Stories told that the girls just went to hang out and do some good dancing and watch the drunk people attempt to get home, but in the process of their year-long stint, they met a group of Marines in the parking lot, one of which would be Barrett. The first time Barrett and Sarah met, it was like something right out of a movie. What's even funnier to mention is that neither one of them was planning on going to the bar that evening. The next time they met, it was on much more friendly terms. Barrett went and asked Sarah to dance, leaving Chelsea to fend for herself in a bar of rough, rowdy men. While on the dance floor, they discussed the usual stuff. You know, the what you do for a living type of thing. Sarah found out that in addition to being a Marine, Barrett was one hell of a Tonka truck driver. The night ended, leaving Sarah wanting more. But due to the lack of exchange of digits, there was not a meeting again at the bar for another couple of weeks. But then it happened. Barrett was caught stealing glances at Sarah a few weeks later at the bar. Her friend Chelsea confronted him in the parking lot while he was talking to another girl that he might have met at the MEP station. She told him to dump that girl because Sarah was going to rock his world. So this sets up the Halloween dance. Sarah took her sweet time dressing up and left Barrett wondering what was taking so long for her to get there. When she finally showed up, it just knocked Barrett's socks off, and it was a love story made in heaven. So after that, they started talking pretty frequently on the phone. You know, they go to the bar, they go hang out with friends, they do some dancing, drinking, talking, dancing. You know, you get the point. Then came the annual Christmas parade. Barrett and Sarah both helped the family with decorating the family float, which ended up turning into Barrett and Sarah's dad working on the float and finishing everything up. After the parade, Barrett and Sarah made it an official relationship. The next several months went by as usual relationships do. It was Valentine's weekend that Barrett asked Sarah if he could get her dad's permission to marry her. But there was one problem. Barrett had been called back to base, so he took Sarah to watch him in action. Needless to say, she was very impressed. A few days later, Barrett got the permission to marry Sarah from her dad, and in the process, he did not even flinch. Shortly after, Barrett's tour of duty in 29 Palms came to an end, and with it came a cross-country journey to meet Barrett's parents and get Barrett settled in back at Camp Lejeune. Sarah did the driving from California to Texas, and most of Texas to North Carolina, where Barrett took over. The plan was to propose after getting settled in, but a few of Barrett's Marine buddies thought it would be more appropriate for some good old-fashioned hazing. This kept Barrett from his elaborate proposal plan, but when a Marine sets out on a mission, he accomplishes it. The couple went to the Wendy's drive-thru for some food and then drove back to the base where Barrett proposed to Sarah, who was sitting in the passenger seat of the truck. Of course she said yes. The wedding plans have taken up the last couple of months with trips to North Carolina for Marine marriage classes, a trip to Odessa for a shower, and lots of planning by the wedding Gestapo. All of it leads up to today and tomorrow's events and a lifetime of happily ever after.